Federal government has suspended the Nigeria Air project as well as the airport's concessioning deals. Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, dropped the hints when he embarked on the tour of the Muritala Mohammed International Airports to have a first-hand experience of the airport facilities. News Central's Perpetua Fasanmi-Peter was there and filed in this report.
During the tour, the minister stopped at intervals to share his thoughts on the facilities within the airports. At the international airport, he announced that he was giving the international airlines till October 1st to vacate the old terminal and move to the new one to enable full-scale renovation of the facility.
I have also seen reports that they said we totally closed down Lagos. That is not true. We should move and use the new terminal. That's all I've said. The new terminal that is underused, we spent a lot of money building it, and we have to use it. The old terminal is a total eyesore. Since I came into office, I've heard complaints upon complaints. The central air conditioner is not working. The carousels are not working. They broke down quite often. And the approach into the airport is smelly. It is totally unwelcoming, to people coming into Nigeria. And that is the gateway to Nigeria. So I have given a directive that we should completely shut it down and use the new terminal.
Also speaking on projects embarked upon by the immediate past administration, the minister maintained that Nigeria Air and concession plans are suspended until he briefs President Bola Tinubu on the true situation of things.
And so Nigerians must be aware of how you give out their commonwealth to individuals in the name of concessioning. They must be aware. Don't shroud this in secrecy. Tell the National Assembly who are oversighting us, let them know, who are representing Nigerian people too, and let them know through you that this process was transparent and we got the best deal for Nigerians. And that is why I have directed that all of those concessions should be suspended until I brief Mr. President. Air Nigeria should be suspended. I have directed Nigeria Air until I brief Mr. President. It's as simple as that.
While addressing the media, he was reminded that there have been many of such promises at the beginning of every tenure with little or no implementation. To that, this was what he had to say.
It's a simple matter. I either get sacked by Mr. President or somebody who is responsible gets sacked. So it's a matter of who dies first.
The minister maintained that he would entrench transparency in the system. Furthermore, he stated that his standing order to the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria fund is revenue generation and would support and protect the interest of indigenous airline operators. Perpetua Fasanmi-Peter reporting for News Central.
Now, joining us on the news to discuss these on aviation is an aviation analyst, Olumide Onwayo. Mr. Olumide, can you hear me? Good morning.
Morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Now, let's backtrack a little bit to have an understanding of why, in the first place, Nigeria Air project was suspended.
Well, that's not surprising, and that was expected because of the loud outcry by not only the industry analysts but Nigerians and international players. But what we saw was a hush launch, actually a static display of aircraft from the Ethiopian Airlines, and we can see that but importantly, we are going to be competing with Ethiopian Airlines on the single air transport market. And because of that position, and an airline that has ASCA just by Togo here running into Nigeria, you're already giving them multiple advantage over a Nigerian carrier. Yes, I agree, we need an international partner. We need an airline that can support us to build a very big airline for the international. Definitely not your competitor. You need to take somebody outside the circuit, get an investor that would partner with any of the Nigerian airlines. And it was unfortunate that you would now give them 15-year moratorium on tax, and also give them the choice to while other Nigerian investors who have been on ground since a long time, keeping Nigerian, making Nigerians fly from one point to one city to the other, and left the lot. I think the proposal was a very good decision, and it's time to review and see how we can build national airlines, not national airlines out of Nigeria, using part of the domestic airlines and getting one international partner.
Okay, Mr. Onwayo, let's talk about the measures being put in place. What measures are being put in place to ensure this suspension does not sort of affect flight operations?
Sorry, can you take that again?
Okay, I was talking about the measures, what measures are being put in place so this suspension does not affect flight operations.
Well, Nigeria is not a registered carrier, so it has no effect on the flight operations. What measures you can communicate? What are we doing to participate? Because I feel very bad when I see the ticket fare for an international flight, and the only way we can bring down the fares on the international route is to allow the supply to meet demand, because demand is high. Nigerians come. Look, your government just left for Rwanda.
Okay, Mr. Olumide. Okay, I can hear you now. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so also are those who travel for other assignments. So Nigerians travel. So the only way we can mitigate that ticket fare, bring it down, is to increase supply. And the only way and there are two ways of increasing supply. The other way, ask the foreign airlines to have more frequency, which will lead to the capital flights. All you Nigerian airlines participate by increasing the capacity on international that we can bring down fares. And I think the best way is to bring down fares to the Nigerian airlines and not to the foreign, not to increase frequency. Because the foreign airlines will always and ensure that the price will remain high up there.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Olumide Onwayo, aviation analyst, for your insight this morning on the news.
Thank you for having me.